Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys stopping by. We're gonna do some running around. What little bit of time I got left, I just got off work, and we're gonna play with some baby chicks and with an upcoming mother chicken. Right now, we got to put these chicks. We're gonna move them over to the other side of the property. All right. Well, the plan working out great. I turned the light back on. I forgot to turn the light on. I had to go turn the light back on. Once I turned the light on, they all went back inside. So my plan is to shut that door, push them in there. It'll make it a lot easier to catch them, put them in a container and haul them over there to our old hoop style pens. That way we'll just sort of let them get adjusted to being over there with the big chickens, because they're still a little on the small side as far as putting them in with the big chicks, or the big chickens. I just sort of let them get adapted to one another, because the hoop style pens butt up against the run of the big chicken pen. So that'll give them a little while to get adjusted, and then eventually we'll put them in there with the big chicks. But we're gonna close this off real quick and load them up. Turn that heat lamp off too. They're getting to be pretty big. All right, well, we got our chickens, our little baby chicks in our hoop style pen. This butts up right to the main run of the big chicks. I'll show you that here in just a second, but we need to let these guys out. Well, they seem to be a little shocked about where they're at. That little white guy right there looks like a rooster. Look at that comb on his head. He looks like he may be a potential rooster. He's got a little comb coming on top of that head. But they all look great. And as you can see, there's the big birds. That's their run. So they'll kind of get used to each other. I'll leave them in here for another week or so, maybe a little longer. But eventually, in another week or so, I'll put them in the big pen. But for right now, this will just get them out from back there. It'll keep everything right here where I want it. The waterer looks good. I cleaned it out. The feed, little feed trough, I need to clean those out because the big chicks have been in here just going crazy, scratching. I've been leaving the door open after we got rid of our quail, and the big chicks have been here. But it's getting late in the evening, so I'll probably fix these in the morning because I have something else to do super quick. All right, the birds are set. We got one other thing to do. Well, besides feeding these girls, they want to be fed. All right, last but not least, when we bought this place, all this was already here. The hoop style pens we built, but this chicken coop was already here. We were super fortunate with that. And the run, I added on the run. I added on all that so they could have a place to come in and or go out. I cut a little hole where they could come in and go out. and just do what they wanted out here. It looks like kind of a mess right now. But this was here as well. It was just a little separate box. I think they used it as a little brooder house. But what I did was I opened up the fence right here. I cut a hole here and I cut a hole here. I actually cut a 55-gallon drum in half and just set it down over it. There's also chicken wire going all the way underneath it to connect the other two, so no possums or anything can skirt in or get in and out of the pen. So they just have a little tunnel to come in here and do what they want. They actually come in here and lay in this box right here. They just go in, climb up that little ladder and lay in this box. And this is where we get the majority of our eggs, just out of these two little houses. They do lay in those 5-gallon buckets we have in the front of the coop. But they love to come in here and just sort of tuck away out of the dark, or away from everybody. They just love this little house right here. But we have one bird that has taken up resident in here and been in here for almost 21 days. I think she's got about 3 to 4 days left. So my plan, let me show you who she is first. This is one of the best broody birds we've ever had. She'll go broody 2 or 3 times a year. And this year, I've been waiting on her to go broody. As soon as I seen she was going broody, I just loaded her up with eggs. I can't even remember how many is in there, 10 or 12, I guess. But this little bird is just the best. She's just a good little mama. Good mama. She got a bunch of eggs under. There's a couple there, but she's been under here almost 21 days, so they should be hatching any day. Well, my plan, this is what I did once before. My plan is to block off the tunnel. She's in here. That way she can't get out. The babies, once they drop down, and they'll stay here. Her and the babies will be right here. No other birds can come in. No birds can get out. This will be her little area for the next few weeks to raise her chicks up and get them big enough to where we can introduce them to the bigger birds. We've done this before. It works absolutely great. I just need to put the water in here. I need to fill this tube. We have a gravity feeder already in, so we'll fill it full of feed so she's got food and water, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll add some pine shavings in here and just make it a nice place for her and her babies. But first, let's close this tunnel off. What do you think, young lady? You got them eggs covered up. Look how she's got them just completely covered. That is beautiful. She's a pretty bird. Let's go get a scoop of feed to put in there. That's it. We got Mama Bird laying on her eggs. Hopefully we'll have a handful of chicks this weekend. I'm gonna fire up the incubator too. And whatever don't hatch, because they'll jump right off that nest when they start hatching. Whatever doesn't hatch, we'll candle them, put them on the incubator and see if we can hatch them out. Sometimes they'll hatch a day later. And when we hatch them out, I'll bring them back out here, put them right back with Mama. And I will make sure to video that. Well, next, it's on to feed the pigs. I'm gonna let you guys go. This is my last little chore for the night. Love you guys to death. Do me a favor, click that subscribe button. If you wanna see more videos like this, hit that notification bell. You'll be alerted to every time I put a video out. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. Love you guys to death, and we'll see you on the next video.